He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for the team.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hooks. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch. It's Tyler. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you don't. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback in the position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hutchison. In the middle, it's Murray. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Holds and fires complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down to this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. It's complete to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Hooks. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Just keeps swinging it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Tyler. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take it.
Looking to throw, it's Hutchinson. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, NC State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Duke. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Briggs. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Back to throw, it's Hutchison. Shoots it to the left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to throw, it's Hooks. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. The quick out. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Calls his own number. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Dropping back, it's Hutchinson. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They're going to stop him short, and, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Looking downfield, it's Hooks. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Hold and fire complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking to throw at Hutchison. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. To the air, it's Hutchinson. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hand off to Jones. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Got a man. It's Murray. Stumbled to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. To throw, it's Hutchison. Quick completion on the out route. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Hand off to Jones.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to pass, it's Hooks. gets it out fast. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, what a great job by the defense. Seeing the bubble, reacting to it right now. And what do you got to do? You got to make open field tackles when that bubble gets there. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive, try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Rides the back on the option to give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Caught behind the line. It's Tyler. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Hutchinson. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the
He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. Fourth down coming. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a punt. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Punch it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his man. It's Sharp. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Back to pass. It's Hutchinson. Got his man downfield. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Denson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Gives it on the option. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They try to pop a run on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Wants to throw. It's Hutchinson. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone.